Collectibles. Today we're looking at a figure review. Kind of, short of. Don't be a short of, be a sort of. Star Wars Scout Trooper from the Mandalorian. This is a TMS-016. Now, TMS because it's a TV series. And it's a Scout Trooper that we've been waiting for. Thank you, Day One Collectibles. Day One Collectibles right here. You can save yourself 5% off with the code EZCO. EZCO off the entire store. Use it on whatever you want. Day One pre-orders. Let's get to the review. So this is the box. Amazing looking box. Amazing. Something we've always been seeing. We've always been seeing this Scout Trooper band around the bandwidth, around the whole box itself here. As you can see on the side, it doesn't have something, but on the other side, it has the Scout. That's pretty cool, huh? And it's a dictated box by Lucasfilm. I mean, what can you do? So that's the Scout Trooper, blah, blah, blah. Now, on the inside, we have, obviously, we're gonna have the art that the Hot Toys uses. And what I love about these is that they always use the actual figure in the art box for the art, which is nice for Star Wars. When it comes to like Marvel or stuff like that, or DC, I see like the video game stuff being used, and I'm like, what the heck? That's kind of weird. But Star Wars always offers this, which is simply amazing. Looks cool. That's the actual figure. That's great. And then in the box, we have these, which basically, I didn't get the Scout Trooper on bike yet. It is coming. So have no fear. It is coming. I will have it soon for you guys. Right now, we're going to take a look into the Scout. I know the speeder bike is stupidly good, awesome. Sex. I want it so bad. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say. And as you can see, these are just the hands it comes with, different variations of hands. I'm going to leave that in the box because you can tell the differences in hands when I go over the figure. So, with that being said, the figure's out and a couple of accessories along with the stand. Let's go over the figure. Now, here is the magnificent figure. Wow. I mean, isn't that something? This is a beautiful, beautiful figure. Now, it's in the static museum pose, obviously. That's the extra accessory it came with, along with the boot-mounted pistol, scout pistol he has. This figure is amazing. I want to say the weathering is something else too. So let's go ahead and go over all of that within itself. Now, looking to the top, we have the helmet of the Scout Trooper looking amazing. I mean, we all know that Sideshow released a Scout Trooper. It was a great Scout Trooper, not gonna lie, for Sideshow quality. I'm not saying Sideshow is crap, but I'm just saying we kind of know what we're getting from Sideshow. And man, it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great because of, I don't know, here and there. But it was a really great figure. I don't know how to say it. It was a great but not great figure. It just had its flaws, like the underbody and actual body it used. Its articulation was kind of loose and very but this one is out of the world. I mean, this is out of the world weathering, basically like a complete damn figure. I really love this one. So that is intense. Just look at the detail and weathering going on. As you can see, a bit of green, like algae. They really good. A lot of people think, you know, the prices are going up for Hot Toys, right? The prices are going up, and we're paying really big premium pricing now. And it's this and that and blah, blah, blah. You know, we are paying for a lot of things here. Look at the amount of work and detail going into this figure, right? Look at all that. I'm going to lower the contrast a little bit. As you can see, boom. I mean, it starts to come out the more and more and more and more. You see, it just keeps coming out. So I'm going to brighten it back up a little bit. It just keeps coming out. There is, to the naked eye, if you look at this in hand, it's something else. It's really, really nice. The weathering is beyond me how they charge the pricing they do. Because this type of weathering, if you were to get it custom weathered, it would cost you at least $200–300 from a custom, you know, artist to do this type of weathering, regardless of the figure. Just the paint apps would be $200–300. And I know because I've done it before. I paint my own figures, I do my own customs. So that's a given. I mean, this figure has it. It just has it. So, I mean, for a lot of people, this figure was was a really long-awaited figure, and finally now we have it. So a little bit more of that increase of contrast for the black areas, but very nice, very nice all the way around. And fun fact, this used to be lightsaber holders for stormtroopers, but now they're thermal detonator holders because a long time ago, Ralph McQuarrie's original design actually had stormtroopers holding blaster or lightsabers instead rather than blasters. Now, this is a really cool spot. In the images and prototypes, I really didn't think Hot Toys would have gotten this far with the weathering on the boots. It was just too unbelievable for me. I didn't believe Hot Toys was capable of doing this on a production level. I was like, you know what? It's probably not going to be that well detailed. Guess what? It is. Man, this is so well detailed. This almost looks like a custom paint job when you look at it. It almost looks like a custom paint job, really. It is something else out of the ordinary. I've never seen weathering like this before from Hot Toys. It's extreme, Collectibles. It's extreme. I've never seen. I mean, look at that. That doesn't look normal. That looks like a custom painted trooper. And this trooper just standing there looks absolutely epic. I mean, look at that guy. So we're going to go back down to his feet because at the feet we do have a base. And that base is pretty cool. Nice aluminum plaque with a Navarro base. This Navarro base is basically the Tatooine base we've been getting with Sand Troopers and such. I'm not going to complain because, I mean, that is Navarro. They added a lot of shading and weathering and texturing. Multiple different paint colors in here, as you can see. The grays, the browns, the whites, the different shades of brown. So that's really good, as well as a crotch grabber that will go right there. And then let's take a look at the boots. I want to show you the underside of the boots. Look at that. Look at the tread pattern on the boots. Very uniquely designed. Love that. That's insane. So now that we're over that and over the whole look of him, let's go over the articulation. So articulation, as some of you guys probably already know, is going to be great. This guy, let me see if I can, yeah, that should be better. This guy has really good articulation. I didn't even go over his little, let me go over this real quick. So this is his little scout pistol. That's basically the only accessory he comes with, is this little scout pistol. No weathering at all, just a clean black scout pistol. I wish it did have a little bit more weathering, but I mean, it's such a small little thing, I'm really not going to worry about it. So with that being said, I'm not going to cut him down for that. I'm really not going to cut him down for that. These buckles over here, before I go to articulation, do buckle. They're actually functioning buckles. And then have a closer look. I mean, look at the cloth. Look at all these pieces. They're beautifully done. And I have to say, zero issues. Zero issues on materials. No pleather. The only rubber we get is mainly these gauntlets, which I thought these were pleather, but they're not. They are these vinyl rubber material. It's basically rubber, PLU, rubber, whatever you want to call it. And then the hands, look at the hands. Beautifully done. Beautifully done with a slight tinge. It's awesome. It's beautiful. It's just magnificent. I love this. I love this figure. Knee pads. Beautiful looking knee pads. Knee pads are upside down according to the show versus Return of the Jedi. I'm sure some of you guys already noticed that. But look at this. This is made out of nylon type material. It's like a nylon almost. And it doesn't even look printed on weathering. It's just amazingly done. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's something else. The way it sags, it's so accurate to the actual scale. Now, there is a bit of a fat suit right here at his legs. You can feel it. It's a bit of a fat suit and ooh, squishy butt? Scout Trooper, come on now. So, the arms, upper body doesn't have, the torso area doesn't have a fat suit, but the legs, thighs, they have a fat suit. They do have a fat suit. I'm going to take this. I'm going to actually leave that in there. See how well it performs with the articulation. So articulation, what do we expect here? We do have a little bit of a bungee strap going over the shoulders for adjustments, like so you can adjust and whatnot. So that's, oh, magnificent. You can easily do crazy things. This looks like you're looking at the actual dude from the show. I really can't get over it. That's something else. Of course, the head articulation is amazing. Nice. I like that the fabric goes all the way up to his neck, like chin actually. You can actually see like there's a head under there, like there's a shape of a head. That's cool. Maybe if you want to go that far, paint that skin tone. I'm gonna pop this off. I want to see what's under it. Oh, you can't. Okay, so as you can see, you can probably get in there with a brush, maybe some like airbrush, mask this all off, and as you can see, there's like a little chin. Paint that skin color of your choice. But anyway, let's go over more articulation. As you can see, this shoulder's amazing. Double jointed at the elbows. Head was amazing. Kind of hard to pop back on, but I did. As you can see, it's a suit, so move that forward. You can unlatch it right there if you want to, if you get into detail. If you want to, I mean, it's there. Let me get a little bit in. And then, I mean, I love this trooper. This torso doesn't really crunch that much, but it is there. It is there if you want it. And then you do have some leg articulation. It is tightened up by the suit. It's kind of tightened up by the suit, but I mean, it's realistic to a point. These feel kind of like light, very light ratcheted. Like you can feel it. It's like lightly ratcheted. Hashtag ratcheted joints. Do it. That's what I want. So, but very well done. Very well done on the what looks to be ratcheted joints on the that part. And this is very well done because you can really turn, twist, do whatever you want with this little booty right here. I love it. You can form him whatever way. And that is beautiful. I mean, there's nothing much to look at here besides perfection. But man, I have to say, this figure does it for me. Look at this. Let's do something real quick. Let's do something real quick, guys. Look at that. Wow. Boom. Just like that, he was born. So, as you can see, this figure is magnifica. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, he's so perfect. Like, articulation, as you can see, nothing was really bad. Nothing was really like, oh my god, that's horrible articulation for a trooper, because obviously a trooper has bad articulation because of armor. This guy has the armor, but mixed with the soft goods. I'm okay. And stuff like that. So, I have to give it to him. I say a 10 out of 10. Now, this doesn't come with much accessories. You might want to say, like, oh, he doesn't come with much accessories. I'm going to put him back on a stand, of course, that thing. But this guy really, he has perfection in him. Of course, he's one of the best characters. He's not really a main character, but he's like one of those really good, great characters that we know and love from a long time, because the Return of the Jedi had him, and we never got him from Hot Toys until now, and now he's like souped up with a swoop, like a freaking speeder bike and weathering, and I think it's beautiful. I think it's a 10 out of 10. You can't get any better than this, and for the price, wow. Really just wowed by it, honestly. It's a beautiful figure. I'd buy this thing 2 times over. What? You did, Easy? I did? Okay. But man, that is a beautiful looking figure. Alrighty, congrats Hot Toys. Congratulations on making a 10 out of 10 figure. I don't usually give 10 out of 10s, but I did here because, man, if that doesn't deserve it, I don't know what does. Take a look at his helmet, little printed details. Right there. As you can see right there, a little print detail right there. That is fantastic. Beautiful looking. As you can see, the green, I can pick it up on camera. I can pick up on camera here, around here, there's like green tinges. But to my eye under this light, I'm not really getting it. That's the point about white light, guys. That's why I display my figures in warm light, because warm light exposes the saturation between these different paint apps around his whole being. So that's one reason I always go warm light. So fun fact for that. But man, that is amazing. Absolutely perfect. And right there, as you can see, I didn't get to show that. There's that little top of his backpack right there. But very nicely done. Especially what I'm very proud of to be looking at is his butt. I mean his feet. Because right there, look at that. I mean, how often do we get weathering like that? Can we zoom in easy? Can we zoom into that? Man, look at that. Isn't that amazing? Look, you can see the little screws right there. And at the bottom, there's one. It's painted on, but it's so micro, you have to paint it on. Wow, look at all that detail. Woo-wee, boy. That is a perfect figure if I've ever seen anything like it. Man, I tell you, I swear to God. Just look at all of that beauty. 10 out of 10. Perfect figure from Hot Toys. I want to say it's perfect figure from Hot Toys. Magnifico. Magnifico. Love it. So, if you like what you saw here at EZCZ Collectibles, make sure you subscribe, like, and share the video. Just stay tuned for more. I get my day one stuff in, man. Come on. Help me out here. Subscribe. I know a lot of you guys aren't subscribed, so do that. See you later, guys.